there's no technical problems. It comes across nice and clean. The only downfall to that is there's no real interaction with the host during the show.
Yeah.
Nice part about that is as you're streaming it, you can be in the audience watching and answer people and create conversation. You can start conversations based on what was said or anything like that. So there's pluses and minuses to it. This is something I'm gonna try out.
I think that sounds a good idea. Anything that can cut down on any of the basically of live streaming is a good thing.
Yeah.
Went live. Cole is some dots. But for me, it's everything that can go wrong goes wrong. Is looking funny at the moment.
So are we live right now?
We're live, yeah.
Oh, hey. I just gave away my secret. I can't be giving away trade secrets like that. What the heck?
Be working. This is a lot better.
Hey.
Fucks, man. I think that's going to be my new catchphrase. Fuck smile time.
Hey, I did a fuck Facebook post rant on Smile Time at one time, so I get it.
Oh my gosh, I'm surprised that you all still have your hair in your heads.
Wait, what?
Oh, I'm so sorry, CJ. My bad.
What a dick. Jeez.
I'll be honest, I'm used to it. So, if this is the first time you've ever interacted with me, trust me, this happens all the time with it. Everything gets fucked.
You were a patient man, Drew, because I would have tossed my computer by now. Wow.
It's not so much patient, it's just well medicated. That's the way I look at it.
Oh my gosh.
So let's get into the show then.
So I'm trying to go over to YouTube. I'm trying to go over to YouTube so I can find the live stream. Here it is. And so I can share it over to Facebook because apparently that is the only way we can make shit work around here.
Oh gosh.
Pretty much. I need to hire you as my producer.
My bad.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's great talking to you.
I was like, so Drew, this is your new podcast. Well, I'm so glad that you hammered down the format.
Yeah.
Just have Smile Time screw it all up. Okay, that's a good format.
Yeah, definitely. Probably the line I try to do it through Smile Time.
Oh man,
that's 2 weeks in a row. It's the first week it didn't even go live to Facebook, so I had to email them and basically go, I actually get my fucking live stream. So like, oh yeah, look through the records for it for you. So at least they did it, but it's supposed to be an interactive show. Folk can't watch it, it's not very interactive, you know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. It was just so entertaining hearing CJ saying, well, I'm hearing you, Drew, and I'm hearing you, Cole, but we can't hear each other. I was like, oh, this is really funny.
Yeah. This is what happens basically we in technology mix. I'd be like the world's shittiest iron. So
oh man.
And it's also this is basically most PC show. Which is worrying at times. Because it's like I haven't called anyone the C word yet.
Yeah, that's Can't wait till that one starts flying.
Oh gosh.
Yep.
So we got this all shared out.
So how the fuck you share it? Because I tried to and it just arsed up the way I did it. I just shared the link, which obviously wasn't the way to go. Because it's basically saying, sign in. Right with anything else.
Oh, so we're back for take number 2.
Take 2.
And
So,
action.
As Cole, one that people couldn't hear very much, you can topic to start with.
Oh my gosh.
So people can hear you talk for a while.
I don't know. I don't know if they were hearing me. Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm seeing 2 black screens for a while. I'm thinking, okay, well, let me have some fun here.
At the end of the day, people can watch these as educational videos of how not to live stream. So, I'm providing a great service.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's funny. There probably would be this is how you don't live stream. Yeah.
On this episode of 7 Steps, how not to live stream.
Why learn from you when you can learn from a fuckwit?
Step 1, don't go to Smile to. I'm sorry. Step 1.
Step 1, avoid vaguely sober Scotsmen.
Oh, yeah, I've been hearing, man, you've been having some issues with starting this up. Last week, you said you had issues, and now tonight, man.
Yeah, I had reassurances from Smile Time as well that it's a one-time issue. Well, it's not fucking one time if it happens twice, is it?
Well, yeah. It's like what American Sportscaster says. 1 is an accident, 2 is a trend, 3 is a problem. So hey, you're at the trend part, I guess.
It's always nice to be trend.
No. Man, but seriously though, I gotta thank you guys for the laugh. I've been needing a big laugh all day, and unintentionally, you two have provided for me. So I gotta thank you all off the rip. Oh my gosh!
You know that I was excited about coming on the show because you never know. I know I was saying this earlier. You never know what you're going to get into when you sit in a chat with Drew. Period. It's insane. Some of the conversation, when I had Drew on my show, this is awesome story. When I had Drew on my show, we had such a cool conversation about horror flicks and him writing for movies and stuff like that. And then we shut it down. We're done with the interview. And then the gold happens. The gold comes out. He starts telling me he was in mixed martial arts. He starts talking about all these fighters he knows, all these fighters he's kicked the shit out of. And I'm like, dude, where the fuck was that in the show?
That's what you do, man. That's how you play the game. You give them that afterwards, so they have to get back on, innit?
So you spoke to a Scottish Michigan J Frog, huh? Just riveting all throughout the interview, and then all of a sudden, when you hit stop on the record button, he's singing, huh? Is that it?
Oh yeah. It was amazing. I mean, the conversation we had afterwards was absolutely epic. It's like, God, why the hell did I shut off the recording?
To be fair, I was also trying to be very polite and try and cut down on the cursing. I was swore on the show about 5 times, which for me is not a lot. So I was trying to watch the swears. I've been on quite a few podcasts where I spend more time trying to think what I'm saying than
listening to what they're
listening to questions. Yeah, they like ask me something, and I'm still time sitting thinking, "Don't say cunt, don't say cunt, don't say cunt." What did they say?
See, that never works. You subconsciously say, don't say this word, don't say this word, and then automatically it's going to come out your mouth because that's what you're thinking about. Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure.
There's a great podcast that went 4 episodes before it got shut down. By one of the host's wives basically told them they couldn't do it anymore, and it's called 4 Scottish Cunts.
Oh
It was just guys, and they would basically so they buy 4 papers, and then they would basically go through the stories in the papers and how some papers twist one way depending on their political bent, and other papers twist it another way. And they basically just took the piss out of everything. It was really good, but I remember on the last episode they said, "This is the last episode of the show because my wife doesn't like me calling myself a cunt." And one of the other hosts says, which is funny because she calls you all the time.
Well, you know the formula to that.
Yeah.
Look, you can't call yourself that. No one else can call yourself that. Me, on the other hand, yeah, I can call you that all day and night long. Yeah.
One viewer. Wonder if that counts one of us, or if it is an actual viewer. Yeah, episode 1. That was the guy that CJ said that wouldn't smile to him, so I should probably give him more shit when he was watching.
He probably wasn't watching that last the episode 2 because he didn't get the notification. His own system broke down on him.
Oh.
I want to know is how do they find it? I wasn't posting anywhere. It's like, how do you find it?
Well, probably because he owns the fucking company and he knows when everybody's going live on his damn pages.
He probably said, "Oh Christ, it's that Scottish guy again. We'll just make this time it doesn't post to Facebook after all the complaints the last time."
He's like, "Yeah, fuck that cunt. He's out of here."
Oh gosh. Lord have mercy.
What'd you get yourself into?
You were on that live stream that got blocked by Facebook very quickly after it finished going live.
Which one was that? The up all night one where we were having some drinks?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
And I finished down on the floor down here.
Yeah.
Basically, I was dead. All you can see of me into the show was my hand waving goodbye.
No. Oh no.
If I remember right, I think I took us out of the show even.
You did, yeah. You finished the show for me.
Oh Lord.
That was, but you know, I tell you what, that was an extremely fun show to do, and the fact of the matter was we had somebody on the show with us who absolutely was awesome. I mean, I cannot remember his name to save the life of me, but I know what he does, or I should say I know what he did, and I don't think that hit me until the next day. When I was talking to some other guys, other podcasters, I said, "Yeah, I was on the Drew Carson's show the other night, and he had me and another guy." He's like, "Who was the other guy?" I said, "I can't remember his name. I was kind of drunk, but I know he wrote the Die Hard movie."
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, you're shitting me!" I'm like, "No, I swear to God." I sat there and got drunk with Drew and the guy that. Well, he didn't drink because he was all narked up on Vicodins or Percocets or something.
Oh,
it was awesome. I mean, getting to hang out and chill and talk and just talk shit back and forth. And man, he really carried it well too. I mean, knocked it apart.
He got a lot of shit for that video as well. Folk on his Facebook, and he kept
really,
yeah, you can all these funny videos of just like him smoking a big cigar, going. Like I don't give a fuck written on it.
That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you probably got a bunch of shit because who the fuck were those nobodies that you were sitting around with?
He was out in his back garden filming it, like he's got his big LA fucking mansion, you know. I'm sitting in like a shithole that part of Glasgow, and he's sitting in his mansion. No difference.
Yeah. Compared to where he was at, yeah. No.
Oh,
You know, it's
no.
fancy as this place, like this hanging on a wall, so you don't see a white wall. Yes, I've got as a back.
I've got to have this up so you don't see the shit piled up behind me.
And see, I and I haven't followed that formula. I mean, you have a curtain, Drew, and you have a green screen curtain, CJ, and me, straight wall.
And you're sitting in your mansion.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Colin
records
called the other day, by the way, Cole, and said that he wants his job back.
Man, you know, I haven't heard from Colin in a while. How's he doing?
I have no idea. I haven't heard from him either. That guy,
Yeah.
serious. I stopped listening to his sports show months ago when I found this other show called Cole Sportz.
Yeah.
Poor chap.
I've heard of that. Sounds familiar.
Oh my. Oh gosh.
I meant to say, did you have an answer on if you were going to do a separate show for interviews or if you're just going to incorporate all in sports? Not to put your spot in a live stream video or anything.
Yeah.
I think we're talking to you, Cole.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, just sorry about that, Drew. Stuff just flew completely over my head.
Happens a lot when I'm interviewing people.
Well, I'm listening to you speak, I'm seeing you drink, and I'm thinking, okay. Oh, he is speaking to me. Oh, good Lord. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Sorry about that. But what was that again?
Happens all the time. I thought any more about if you're going to do a separate show that's just interviews or if you're just going to incorporate all into Cole Sportz.
What about it? I'm sorry, you broke your video, your audio broken in and out.
Sorry about that. Have you made a decision if you are going to do a separate interview or if it's all just going to be Cole Sportz still?
I'm leaning towards separating them. Only because what I might do is I may from time to time, if I have special guests who actually are sports-ish in understanding or a sports person, then I'll probably fit them in to a segment on my regular solo show. So I'm probably going to do that. But I'm not sold on it yet from the standpoint of, I don't know if it was you who said this or someone else in the PDC, that I'll have to build a whole new audience and all of that just with a separate show. So yeah, I'm leaning toward that, but I don't know how I'm going to do it quite right just yet. Because I finally got down how I wanted the show to sound. Because I wanted this show to sound the way that it sounds now. So I finally got the sound down. Now it's the proper place to actually have it aired. So that's where I am.
Yeah, it's the tricky thing about having a second show or a new show. You know, I went from a show having tens of thousands of downloads every week to the Terra Firma podcast where episodes one had 7 downloads the first month.
Gosh. Oh, wow.
No difference. So yeah, it's totally rebuilding an audience, especially if you go outside what they know you for.
Mhm.
For me,
Yeah.
it was, as I was saying to CJ earlier, the Drew Carson had quite a predominantly female audience, where the Terra Firma quite a lot of aged guys
Mhm.
that are angry at the world. Listen to my show. But yeah, players just like us.
Hey, I'm gonna watch the Terra Firma and geek out.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I tell you what though, that show, it's a lot of fun. It just, the things that go on Terra Firma, I mean, it's something that you can literally just sit there and listen to and absolutely die laughing at certain parts of it, and then there's other parts of it like, dude, seriously, come on now. You know, there's so many different ups and downs to that show. It keeps you really tuned in. You got to
see here.
Yeah.
Now, see, here's the thing for me. I'm not the biggest horror guy. In fact, for me, most horror films, I'm laughing because I find them all comedic. I mean, even Friday the 13th, I find comedic. You know, because I'm thinking, okay, the same script's gonna apply to this. Okay, blonde white girl, yeah, she's gonna run for about a minute. She's gonna find a branch in which she's gonna trip over. Then she's gonna crawl to her death, and then the villain's gonna stab her. Okay, seen that. Now I'll say this though, I do like the Friday the 13th series, not all of them, but I do like the Freddy Krueger one because he at least has a sarcastic wit. But the rest of them I can't take. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need help to actually get how can I say, interested into the horror genre.
Yeah, for me, for this show, I watch, about 10 horror films every week. I'm amazed if I find one that's not shit. People recommend films to me all the time. They're like, oh, you're going to love this. It's so fucked up. And you watch it and you're like, are you like mentally challenged or something? This film was shit. It's like, there's not one thing about this film that's actually good other than the credits, because it's that fucking over with.
Oh,
I was
supposed
to be interviewing Hugh Bob on the show, who directs a lot of video adaptations, and they're all shit. He's like the worst filmmaker ever. And he asked me to review one of his movies. I talked about it last week. So basically, he asked me to review his movie on Amazon, so I gave it like the worst review ever, and basically said he was the worst filmmaker ever. His films are shit. And then Ripka, he wanted to fight me and everything. So it was one of to the list of people I would fight for $5,000. That seems to be the price at the moment.
No,
$5,000, I'll fight him.
Wow.
But that's one of those.
Yeah,
that's
I'll
the
even
drawback.
$5,000. Holy shit.
Yeah.
that's gold.
That's the one issue I have with doing the show is a lot of the people take their shit so seriously. They're like, you made a horror movie that 10 people fucking watched. I mean, it's not like you're Steven Spielberg.
Right.
Get a fucking grip.
Oh, thank you.
And they don't they hate you saying that to them, which I find hilarious as well. They're like, they talk about the movies like it's, it's like a Futsky movie, and they're like, no, the closest you are to Polanski is, well, we're not even going to go into that joke.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and that's what I don't get either. It's like, okay, why are you going to take this so seriously? I mean, it's not really all that serious. Yeah, it's supposed to scare you, and if you're young enough or naive enough, it will. But it's throwaway. It's something that's supposed to make you forget 90 minutes of your time in life. That's what it's supposed to do. and to take it seriously and say, oh yeah, this is actually going to be something riveting to me, like it's Gone with the Wind, you're crazy.
Yeah.
You know, but you got to think about it like this. Podcasters are the exact same way.
Oh
You tell a
gosh.
podcaster that his show is shit, he will come out of it again. It's the same. It's the same thing. I mean, there's really no difference between a podcaster and a filmmaker. It's just a different form of media.
Here's a question
Yeah.
for you. How many of you have been approached by people on the PDC, for example, all other podcast groups that are like, if you review MASH, review your show, they're not listening, they're not subscribing to it or anything, they're not giving you an honest review. How many have you been approached by those people, and how many times have you given them an honest review that they didn't like for their podcast?
I'll let you go first, CJ.
You know, I've been approached by actually a few people, several people privately. Hey, can you take a look at my show, or can you watch my live stream? It's my first one, or whatever. Or can you listen to my podcast and leave me a review? And usually I'll listen to it, but I know within the first 10 seconds to 15 seconds of the show what it's going to be like. Now, there are some shows that have produced, you know, they've gone to Fiverr or had somebody else produce an intro for them. So I usually try to skip through the intro and listen to when they first start talking. And I'll listen to about the first 10 to 15 seconds. If it sounds good, if it sounds clear, I'll continue to listen. But if it's shit, hey, shit in, shit out, it's gone. You know, I don't entertain the thought of listening because I can't do it. I mean, I've listened to some pretty horrible things on podcasts, and it's you know, bad audio is just bad audio. I mean, it's hard to listen to.
Yeah.
Well, for me, and yeah, that's pretty much my experience too, and it's gotten more and more. I don't know if it's the same with you, man. I get more and more of it now, where it used to be like this time last year used to be maybe one every other week. Now it's like 2 a week. It's either, yeah, let's do a review for review on iTunes, or can you listen to my podcast, or can you look at my YouTube video and share it out? I'm like, okay. And it's got to the point where the same thing with you, the same thing with me, man. I listen to the audio of it, and if the audio of it is compelling, then I'll listen to it and continue to listen to it. But if it's horrible, if it's shoddy, why would I want to invest in it? And I tell people, I'm like, okay, understand your voice is the star of the show, not you, not what you're talking about, not your content, your voice. And if your voice is not given the platform to shine, people are not going to look or listen, give you a second look or a second listen. They just aren't. And it's going to be just like what CJ said. I'll give you 15 seconds. If the audio sucks, forget it, on to the next show. Yeah. And there's a lot of them that are like that, and they're proud of it. And that's what doubly sucks. They're proud of the audio being horrible. And when you tell them that, they don't want to hear it.
Oh, good. My content is great. Check out my content. Dude, I can't even listen to your content. It's so blown out. You know?
Yeah. Look, I think it was April of last year. And I knew this was going to be what I heard in response. I had a 15-minute phone call from Tim Wolberg. He decided to listen to my show. And this was his exact words. He says, man, your content is great. Your voice is absolutely awesome. But I'm going to tell you, the audio quality needs to improve. I'm like, I'm with you. I'm totally 100% with you. And I had to work on that, and I did. And finally, the audio quality got to where I like it. And now I can totally hear the difference with my show from this time last year to this time this year. It's a 100% difference. And I'm like, man, if people can understand, yes, your voice is the star, then you'll be propelled to go to places that you wouldn't even dream of. But people just want to have this horrible sounding audio, and they think, okay, well, I'm riveting enough, or the stuff I'm talking about is riveting enough. Okay, fine. Fine, be riveting and be riveting and stay within your lane and act as though you're happy with your 1 or 2 downloads, because that's what you're going to get.
You know, when I first started podcasting with Raw and Real, yeah, I had a decent sound. It wasn't great, but I had a decent sound, and it took me about 15 minutes sitting down with Ray Rideout Jr., and he had me dialed in, and
good guy.
Just sitting there, and he would listen to me, and I would tweak this. He'd turn up your highs a little bit. Okay, turn your mids down to here. Give me a little bit of the lows. All right. Now bring up your compression. I mean, the guy knows how to dial you in when it comes to your audio. And 15 minutes is all it took. Man, before that, I was all over the board. Every show I was messing with something.
Yep.
Every damn show. And I haven't touched it. You know, now
man.
I'll tweak a little bit. Like, now I've developed the ear to where if I have a cold or something and I know my voice is going to be a little bit more gravelly, I'll bring my lows up a little bit to get a little bit of that muddiness out. But man, just working with him for 15 minutes, the guy just boom. So if you want to know anything about audio, if you want somebody to sit down with it, he will take the time and just give it to you. I mean, just no charge. You know, he's like, I'm not a coach. I'm just a guy who likes audio, and he'll get you fixed.
Yeah. And he gave me a really good tip too. He said, hey, fist away from the mic, you be great. I'm like, really? And that tip was only 5 seconds. So the guy knows what he's talking about. And
well, that's because you guys use an end-fired mic too. Now with me using this thing, I got to be away from it and turn my gain up a little. Otherwise, I'm popping and S's are all over the floor.
So that explains why you sound so much warmer. Because I was wanting to ask how you sounded warmer now. Because I'm hearing your stuff. And I'm like, man, his voice sounds really good. I mean, your voice sounded good last year, but I could tell. I'm like, okay, he did something. He did something in his mix to where I can hear his voice, and his voice sounds so clear, and it sounds so warm. And I love the quality of how your voice sounds now. Yeah,
it's just working with Ray. You know, he really, you know, and I got the biggest compliment from him last weekend. We were sitting there talking. He goes, you know what? I listened to a few of your newer shows. He goes, and I've listened to all of your Grit and Grace shows. He goes, man, you need to put that demo reel together. He goes, you're ready.
Nice.
Put a demo reel together and start farming it out to the radio stations. I'm like, seriously? And he's like, yeah, you're there. So biggest compliment I've ever gotten since I started podcasting is when someone like that tells me, time to put your resume together.
Nice.
Biggest compliment I've got so far. Someone, I remember someone on Twitter said, your show's not shit. Do me.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Leave it to you to put it in humbling perspective.
Hey, man, I listen to your show. It ain't shit.
Oh, my God.
Now, was he saying it ain't shit? Or was he saying, oh, it ain't shit?
I don't what.
Oh, my God.
I'm taking it as a compliment. I guess probably the biggest compliment for me, legitimately for the Terra Firma podcast, is Tony Todd followed me on Twitter. So getting followed by Candyman.
Awesome.
Well, yeah. Well, I can tell you the biggest compliment I have ever received. Actually, this comes from my wife. So I'm dead asleep. I mean, I am asleep. And my wife wakes me up. It says, babe. I'm like, what? Because I'm thinking it's intruder for a second, right? It's like, I just listened to your show. And it was an episode back in March. Oh my gosh, I was laughing. The quality was great. Oh my gosh, this show was wonderful. And I'm like, well, thanks. I'm glad you like it. But the fact that she was so moved to wake me up to say that, it's something else. And Drew, I don't know if you understand my wife. She also is just like how Ray is. She is an audio phobe. I mean, all I's are dotted, all T's are crossed, and it has to be if she's going to listen to anything, because it's like what CJ just said. She will literally take 15 to 30 seconds and listen to something. If it's shot, she won't fool with it, and that's even with my stuff.
Yeah.
She did that with my stuff. So I'm telling you, I mean, if the audio quality is horrible, she will not invest any more than 30 seconds on it. But if it's good, she'll listen to it throughout the whole time, and then she'll critique it as she hears it. But yeah, wow, it gets no greater than that. And of course, she's trained on her personalities for decades, so she definitely knows what she's talking about too.
Yeah.
Here's a question for both of you guys. So we're all married here. So I mean, and we kind of know what your wife thinks as far, because you just told us. But I mean, what was that initial reaction that you had when you realized that your wife listened to a show and you got that look of disapproval from her? Because I get that every now and then. She just looks at me like, huh.
That is also familiar. Oh my gosh! What? Well, you know I do a sports show, so there was an episode where she thought I was getting on an athlete too hard, and she said, "Is there any possible way you can actually clean up what you say?" Now, mind you, I don't curse. I don't say anything horrible. I just talk about what I think, but I don't hit below the belt. She said, it just sounds horrible. I couldn't get past the show. I'm like, what? Now on the other end, I'm hearing other people saying, "Oh my gosh, the way you trash that dude is awesome." So I'm thinking, okay, I'm hearing people are liking when I trash somebody, and I'm hearing I suck because I'm trashing somebody on the other end for my wife. So I'm like, okay, let me do this. So I didn't say this to her. So I said, okay, every now and then I'm gonna throw in the opposite end. So now what I do is I sneak in what an athlete does well, and I call that champions personified. So I'm like, okay, I'll sneak that in there. So from that bit of criticism, I decided to sneak in a segment that I do every now and then. But yeah, it's a head shaker for me.
Yeah, my wife just doesn't listen to me.
Again, leave it to you to just put it in humbling perspective.
Well, to be fair, my wife, she listened to like a part of one episode of Raw and Real, and she was just like turned off. This was early on. This was back when the show was starting off with the guest saying, "Fuck that person," or just it was kind of like the wild west of Raw and Real. Now she won't even entertain the thought of revisiting the show, even though there's very little cussing on Raw and Real now. There's a little bit still here and there, but there's very little cussing on Raw and Real. The show actually follows the story arc, and everything is designed. The show is actually designed now to make that person share their their personal side of their journey. Now, Grit and Grace, on the other hand, she watches them, and now that show is meant to shock and awe people. It is meant to say the things that people are afraid to talk about. However, here's where it really backfires on me. When I say something that I believe and truly believe, she's sitting there listening, and in the comments, she throws a shot across the bow.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So
ouch.
It's a lot of fun knowing that she listens to the show, but it also, like, for example, when we talk about sex or something like that, think you should be talking about that with another woman. No.
So she just sends you subliminal messages through Facebook posts.
Yeah, the not so
Oh,
subtle
no.
subliminal messages. Yeah. No, but
Mhm.
to be honest with you, though, she likes the show. Otherwise, she wouldn't watch it. If she thought it was like raw and real, she would have been gone. But it is what it is. And to be honest with you, it makes me proud to know that she likes something that I'm doing. Even though my dad still, every time I ask him, so did you catch the show? I just don't think that's something I can watch.
Oh,
Mm.
her comment about my news show is, do you actually like any of your guests? I was like, sometimes. She's like, it's like you're trying to pick a fight with people all the time on that Terra Firma show, Andrew. What's that about? Some people are arseholes, and I call them on it. That's basically what that's about.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Yeah, I think.
So did you watch episode 1 of the show, Cole?
I didn't. Not to say that.
A good
Didn't want
decision.
Oh,
That was not a good decision. No,
Oh man.
it wasn't terrible. I was a little hurt. I wasn't
gosh.
hurt. I was a little hurt because I felt that Drew was cheating on me with Scott and Anthony, trying to get some brownie points in the PDC or something. I don't know, but I thought it was funny. I had to laugh at the 50-57 mark in the show. Yeah, they decided they were just going to trash the hell out of me. I thought that was kind of funny.
Why?
And huh?
That's
Because I'm a
why.
prick. Because I'm a dick. I mean, that's okay. No, they weren't. To be honest with you, I love those guys. Everything that they said, I was laughing so hard. I was at work listening to this, and my coworkers, I had 3 guys working with me, and we're doing sheetrock in a house, and I have the phone sitting on the counter, and one of the guys, he's from Gillette, Wyoming. He looks at me, he goes, "Are they talking about you?"
Oh gosh.
I said, "Yeah, they're talking about me." He goes, "Who the fuck are you?"
Oh. Oh.
So I said, "Apparently I'm some asshole that spams the shit out of everybody's posts on Facebook."
He's like, yeah, you getting hate from across the pond. Something must be up with you.
So that was interesting, to have people at work just kind of catch it. We're kind of doing our thing, and the way they heard it, and they hear Scott say, "Yeah," and Ripper, that or something to that, and they just their heads just all turn at me all at the same time. Are they talking about you? Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was
Oh my.
an frightening show to do because I found that I never wanted to know, like how podcast naked in his closet.
Mm-hmm.
Say that on a live stream. What the fuck?
Dude, I can't unhear that. Why'd you share that again?
Yeah, talking about mankinis and stuff. You're like, what? This is taking a weird fucking turn.
Oh gosh.
Oh man.
Call Scott out on the fact he's no published episode I did when we had a podcast paid, but apparently this episode, I don't know how much of it will actually be because I just basically called people out on
You
stuff. Yeah.
Oh wow.
I have a I don't really give a shit type attitude, but one of the things I hate is people that bullshit about like these podcast gurus that are going to fix your show for X amount of money, and their show has like less than yours does. You're like, what the fuck are you going to fix it?
And
I mean,
Andre Kane, you know what? Andre Kane started this a few months ago, where he started talking about people's numbers and his numbers, this, that, and the other. And I got to that point where I was like, dude, seriously, You're talking about numbers that are completely out of whack when you're saying, oh yeah, we got this many downloads or that many downloads, and yet you're whoring your shit out to like 100 online radio stations. Online radio isn't fucking radio. Get that first of all. Online radio is not radio. Terrestrial radio is radio. Online radio is just live podcast. That's it. You're nothing special. Otherwise, you'd get paid to do this shit. However, congratulations on all those damn downloads. Cool story. I don't know where they came from. You know, I don't know who you had to blow over at Lipson, Ramos. But yeah, I mean, if that's the case, if you're paying off someone, you know, Dave Jackson, to get higher downloads, I don't know how to really put it out there that it as bluntly as I can like that. No, to be honest with you, I mean, the fact is, when you post numbers, it doesn't make any fucking sense to pump up your numbers, this, that, and the other. Because truth is, the only people that it matters to is you. I could give a fuck less what your numbers are, because I'm just competing with what I did last month. I could care less what you did.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because that's exactly how I think. And it's no shade to anybody else. I mean, hey, if you get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000, 10,000 downloads a month, I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
I haven't gotten there yet, but you know what? I'm striving to get there, and the only numbers that matter are mine, and I agree with that. I'm only competing with one podcaster, and you're looking at him. I'm not competing against anybody else, because I want everybody else to shine. I want all the other podcasts that are quality to actually have their audience, because I'm trying to carve out the lane for mine. And to lord numbers over the rest of us, to say, oh yeah, I did this. Yeah, that's not really a good thing. But I look over that too, because I'm like, man, I got my own show to worry about. And that's really all I care about. I just want my show to get more downloads next month than this. And I'm hoping that I get more downloads this month than I did last month. That's really all I care about when it comes to numbers.
I'll be honest, when you post like that, I just think, good for you, fuckwit. Some people listen to stuff. Gives a fuck.
And see, I see, my tongue just can't go that route. But you say, but Drew, you say it in you say the words that I can't say, but you say it in the most perfect way, because that's exactly how I feel. That is exactly how I feel.
Have a special way of cursing that nobody else can.
It's second nature. It's how we just talk like this all the time. We don't put emphasis on curse words or anything. It's just the way we talk.
Oh Lord!
You hear old grannies in the street swearing constantly.
You know what's funny is they grow up. Curse words are their first language. All the other words that we understand, that came later. That came way.
You got to remember, it's our only way to get to basically butcher the English language, is to make words up, use curse words, missay things. We annoy our oldest enemy, innit?
See, they're still rebelling against England. All these years later, they still don't want to adopt the English language as it was meant to be spoken.
Well, yeah, you know, Brits, and I know we're not talking to a Brit, we're talking to a Scot, but you know, Brits think that we're low class when it comes to language anyway. So
yeah, well, I know there's a lot of jokes at the moment about obviously the American president and stuff, but you know, the way I look at it, you look at UK politics, their prime minister's a fucking idiot. Shit she's come out with recently. She used the terror attack that just happened on one to fucking push some policy. You're like, what the fuck's that about?
That is scary. Just how she has dealt with that stuff, and I mean, it's been going on since March. Man, I'm like, man, that's your head of state. I'm not digging that.
I don't watch politics at all. I have no freaking clue what the hell you're talking about.
Well, see, I have no choice as I work in the field. So, I mean, I see this hot garbage all the time, and it's like, okay, if it's not a terror attack, it's what Trump has or hasn't done. If it's not that, then it's some bombing over the Middle East. And if it's not that, then it's what some entertainers done that's whack. And I'm thinking, oh gosh, I want to cover stuff that I'm interested in because I'm not interested in any of that stuff. Ugh.
Yeah, that's the one thing that pisses me off with Facebook. You're going through like your feed on Facebook, political comments or some shit Justin Bieber's done, and it's like, they look like someone that gives a fuck what Justin Bieber's done in his life. Yeah, good for him. Is he not supposed to be a fucking musician? He's played a musical instrument. That's like his fucking job, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking, oh, a musician actually playing an instrument. Wow.
It's like saying a taxi driver drove a car. It's like, yeah, that's what I can do.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. It's that type of mind-numbing stuff that I gotta hear and read through. And sometimes write.
Not me.
Yeah.
I can't.
Lucky you, CJ.
I left the military.
You,
I left the military. The only reason why I watched the news, followed the news when I was in the Army is because I wanted to know if something was popping off so I could at least prepare myself in case the call came in and says, hey, you're deploying. That was the only reason why I listened to the news or watched the news. Now that I don't have to worry about that, I could give two shits less. They could put a Smurf in the Oval Office, and I guarantee you he's not going to screw up my life any worse than I could screw my own life up myself.
Well, the Cheeto's doing a good job of it, so
yeah. Right. He's trying to drive this train right straight to hell. But
yeah,
we give the keys to the train to everybody who wins that office every 4 years. It's their train. They can do whatever they want with it. As long as they uncouple the cars called the United States before they hit rock bottom, I don't care what they do.
Oh, yeah.
Just pull that.
I think the difference between the UK and the US when it comes to politics is we look at politicians as civil servants, so they work for us. We look at them like they're the butler or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like they fuck up, we're like, yeah, we can just get rid of you anytime. Whereas I think in America, there's more a grandstand to being president. You know, and like we're like, it's just like you fuck it up, you're out of it. I think that's the difference between the way we do politics.
Well, the big thing here, the thing that a lot of people don't get, the blame for anything bad always goes on the president. So it does not matter. You can be Barack Obama, you can be Clinton, you can be the most popular presidents you could be George freaking Washington. If something bad happens, it's your fault. If something good happens, Congress did this or the House, but it's those people that are controlling. The president is just a fucking figurehead. He has no individual power. He does not make the damn policies. Oh, the Obama, what do they call that? Obamacare. Obama didn't come up with Obamacare.
No, that was actually in place years before he did something with it.
Yeah, it was just his advisors that actually put it together in a little pamphlet and said, hey, put your name on the top of this. Hey, look at this. We got this pamphlet. It's called Obamacare. And they picked it out to Americans, and Americans either loved it or hated it based on what political side that they fell on.
Yeah.
So that's what's fucked up with the American system. It has nothing to do with the guy that's in office. It's the fact that people on the left and the right can't freaking see 4 inches in front of their face and realize that they do, like over in the UK, the people have the right to be able to say, screw you. We don't like this shit.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of there.
Yeah. And that's the thing, Drew, about the US. For some reason, we all seemingly have to be all about the elephant or the donkey. And it's like, okay, I don't rule my life on a political system or a political party. I could care less if the commander in chief is conservative. I could care less if he or she is liberal, just as long as they do not influence my house. And if they do, I'll find a way to circumvent that. But if they don't influence my house and they don't have any enemy coming knocking on my door, I'm good to go. I don't care what affiliation they are. But what is so maddening to me is that every 4 years, and it rarely is for mayoral races, it rarely is for gubernatorial races, and it almost never is for the Senate or the House, both in the state or in the federal system. It is always the presidential elections every leap year. It seems as if people forget their humanity every single leap year. And it's as if you are against a candidate, you suck to that side. So it got to me, I think about 2008, to where I said, you know what, I'm not going to be affiliated with either party. And my wife doesn't like that. I particularly do not care, because I just see the crap for what it is. And I'm like, no, I'm going to see which side is better or which person is better for me, for my house. Because if I decide on a political system or a political party who has my interests, no, I would fail every single time, even if they are the winning side. It just doesn't work. It doesn't jive. So I'm like, no, I'm going to be an independent. And I'm going to stick that way, because I'm going to keep my sanity. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I registered as an independent in our system, or in my community here. And the funny thing is I went in, they said, what party affiliation would you like to register for? I said, independent. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't do that.
Right.
I said,
I hate that.
I can't do that. Well, you have to be a Republican or a Democrat. I said, no, I don't have to be either or. I can be whatever the hell I want. I want to be an independent.
Yes.
And she says, well, I'm sorry, we can't register you then. I said, all right, see you later. And I walked out. I didn't register to vote because I couldn't register as an independent. I'm a GDI for life. Goddamn independent.
Yes. 100% with that.
That's one thing.
That's me too.
That's one thing I don't understand as well, is they having to register what party you're with, because over here, who you vote for is your own business. I mean, so in the little ballot box, you put it in the fucking, that's you. No, you voted for. You could have voted for some lunatic guy. There is an actual political party in the UK called the Raving Lunatic Party. They're all mental. Nice. They dress like clowns and stuff. People vote for them. It's fun. So you can vote for that. No one knows.
I'm going to vote for Red Skelton.
You know what?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Drew.
I was going to say, I'm quite open about for stuff if people ask. I voted for the Scottish National Party the last time. Some of the times I vote Labour. I don't vote Tory because I'm not rich or an arsehole. And I don't vote Liberal Democrats because I like my vote to count. So that's basically some vote.
See, I wish I could have more enlightened individuals when it comes to politics like you guys, because it's like, okay, what are you? I'm like, no, I'm neither one, because both sides absolutely, positively suck. Yeah. They just do.
Like in fact, over here and you got the welfare over there.
Right. I mean, it's
middle class guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sick of hearing that you got to vote for the lesser two evils. Well, how about voting for no evil at all?
Yeah.
You know, because the best candidate I have heard in the last 12 years, and too bad that it couldn't go all the way to the general presidential election. This was back in the primary season where they were saying, well, who would you like to be president. So they had, I think, 40% say Donald Trump and like 45% say Hillary Clinton, and the other 10 to 15% was for these nuts. I'm like, that
these nuts should have been.
That is who I would vote for, because I really feel that's where the country's going. It's like, okay, the people that you're putting for us to vote for, they don't care about us. They have other rich interests that they got to answer to. They're not answering to CJ. They're not answering to me. And if you were to come over across the country, Drew, then they don't think of you to yeah, they don't think enough of you to actually say, what does Drew think? No, it's these corporations that they have to kowtow to, all of them.
You got to go through your glasses. You're lucky you're not on the travel ban.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. It really is.
Yeah, you remember Brewster's Millions?
Mm-hmm. I've seen that movie millions of times. Literally.
Yeah, Richard Pryor, vote none of the above. I'm telling you, that should have been slogan.
That should have been
all the people that didn't want either one of the two to win. They should have went with the none of the above. I mean, I don't have a problem with them nailing a vacancy sign up on the White House for the next 4 years.
No. Cat Williams said a wonderful joke. He said, America is seemingly sick of having a president. Why don't we just simply presidentially date for a while? Let's just have somebody that's there temporarily for like a year. And then if we don't like them, we could boot them out just like we could boot out an ex and just bring in someone else. I was like, that's the most brilliant thing politically I've heard in a long time. Oh, gosh.
Yeah,
but yeah, you all in Scotland got it right.
Yeah, almost.
Well, okay, for the exception of Brexit, you all got it right.
That's the issue, because Scotland actually voted no on Brexit as a country, and ended up we've been pulled out anyway because England voted yes. That's how fucked up the political system is here.
Yeah.
And then people start pushing for the again, because you gotta go through that shit, which I tell you is not fun when you're in a country and are like, we should be independent from the UK, fuck them, and the other half are like, no, we shouldn't. That's arguments constantly.
That's a question I would love to ask someone who lives over there. So now it's almost a year since the Brexit thing actually happened. So what does Scotland and Ireland and Britain think about how Brexit went down?
I think the last opinion poll to do Brexit showed that if they voted, people would vote no. Our economy's tanking, and a lot of shit that we once had, like the free trade, is something they're trying to keep. You're not going to get that with Brexit. It's basically, if you don't want to be part of the union, you ain't getting any of the perks of being in the union. So basically, we're left with guys. So, Theresa May Trump's arse constantly. So she can't say, like, with the London mayor, for example, who Trump came out and talked shit about on Twitter after the London attacks. Because he took his quotes out of contact. She couldn't actually defend the mayor of London because she has to keep Trump sweet because we need. So it's basically take kids to fix the economy for the state it's in now. Brexit, fucking weird one. To me, that all came down to people being scared of people that look different from them. Because there's been a lot of, as you know, there's been a lot of, I don't like the term asylum seeker or whatever, but there's people coming across from Middle Eastern countries because of what's been happening, which partly is our fault because we bombed them. Right. So, we bombed their country, wrecked their lives, they come here to Chalvage and not be living in a war zone, and then people don't like the fact that these people have come here, so they want to close the borders, and so it comes down to bigotry and racism at the end of the day. That's all it comes down to. People didn't give a shit about being in a so-called unfair trade agreement, whatever. It comes down to who they want to live in their country. And unfortunately, there's a lot of racist people in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
Thing to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. To me, Britain's always been an immigrant country, I grew up in a town that had maybe 60,000 people in it, and 25,000 of them were Polish. That's what we're used to. People come in, people come over, they come over to work. By working here, they add to the economy. By the tax they're paying, I don't see what the fucking issue is.
Yeah.
People are arseholes, basically.
That sounds about what I would think it would be. Just, and now you get a chance, CJ, to hear the stuff I got to thumb through when I get to work. It's stuff like this, and it's like, okay, I'd rather see paint dry than to hear this garbage.
That would lose me right there. As soon as I opened up and it's like Brexit, oh shit, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
We should throw it out on a cheerier note than that.
No. But seriously though, man, I'm with you. I dislike painting through this stuff. It's like, okay, when is common sense going to prevail? So, your job is to make us not think about this stuff. So, and when you fail on a job, we got to think about this crap.
Yeah.
But when you're not, we can actually entertain other things that really mean something to us. And for some reason, our heads of state cannot get that.
Yeah, we got to get to watch some like sport and horror movies.
Right. Right. That's part of the reason why I do a sports podcast, so I can get away from this garbage.
Well, my final thoughts on the political thing. I don't believe that politics was brought in to help govern the people. I think most people, their favorite thing to do in the world is to bitch about something. And politics was designed to give people something that they can constantly bitch about. That way it keeps the people happy. That is what politics is for, just to just so people have something to bitch about. And that's all I got to say about that.
I like to think of CJ is kind of like the common man's David Icke after that conspiracy. No way.
And you know what? And I can't disagree with
bitch about stuff.
Yeah. And you know what? I can't disagree with a single word you just said on that. I really can't. Because it's like people just they just want to find ways to gripe about something. Like, fine. Yeah, heavyweight, you're right. You win, fine. And I'm getting that way more and more the older I get.
I'm getting more relaxed now. You look at the whole smile time issue tonight, years ago, there'd probably be like a hole in the wall over there where my computer would be.
Why do you have a curtain over there? Because I got another hole in the wall. Fuck you.
I'd probably be out in the street punching someone and I just happened to walk past at the wrong time.
But it's funny y'all say that, but that's how ridiculous politics is.
Yeah.
Oh, great. My car will start. Man, it's Obama's fault. Oh, man, I got a pothole in the street. Oh, it's that Cheeto in office fault. I'm like, it's ridiculous.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. That's funny.
At least it's a time to work a golf game.
What about your golf game?
At least Trump's had time to work on his.
Oh gosh! Here's the funny thing about that. He was getting on Obama about a golf game, and now almost every weekend he's on the links. I'm like, come on, dude, really?
It's a golf course in Scotland, and on a constant basis, people are spray painting Trump as a cunt on the side of the clubhouse.
I know he did ingratiate himself with that course when he was over there last summer. I remember that.
No.
So it's gotten worse. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
that is hilarious.
A lot of it stems from the fact he stole houses from people. They kind of blackmailed old people at houses and things.
Same issue over here. Same issue over here. Same issue over here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not invited by the Scotland. Our First Minister came out and went, I don't want. She'll wait for the next president, which I thought was quite funny.
Yeah, well, there'll be almost 4 years for that one. Yeah. Mm.
She's like, yeah, I don't want that guy coming over here and grabbing my pussy.
Oh, God. She'd probably knock the fuck out if he tried.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you don't have those in Britain and Scotland holding up signs saying, "Yeah, this vagina bites back." I'm surprised you don't have that.
I still laugh at all the women who went all batshit crazy over that. Not that I condone what he said, because just whatever.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is all these women that went absolutely crazy over that comment, when I know that they have sat around with their girlfriends drinking wine at a passion toy party saying way worse, way worse.
Oh Lord. Yeah. Heck, I could give you a podcast where I have heard way worse from 4 women. I mean, and not worse from not entertainment standpoint, but worse from the standpoint of, oh my gosh, this would hurt somebody's ears, just with the stuff that's coming out of their mouths. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's nuts. It's nuts.
The double standard. It's the double standard, and that double standard is exactly why we started that. Why we started Grit and Grace with it's just those standards. We want to bust through those things.
Yeah,
we're gonna crush all that crap.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's about the time of the show we're in their shit so we can wrap it up.
Thank God.
Out of the show.
Straight off the bridge.
Oh my.
Hit the steamboat underneath us, sank the submarine underneath that. We hit every freaking mode of transportation all the way down and crushed them all.
Pretty much.
Oh, geez. No, this was fun, Drew. Thank you for inviting me on. I had so much fun.
Yeah. I did too, Drew. Thank you, man. Thank you. And look, I always enjoyed, sharing time with CJ because great guy. I've known him for a year, man. I mean, the dude is money, and I'm honored that I'm on your show. So thank you, Drew. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's not often people say that to me. Usually it's threatening me with legal action if I put them on my show.
Oh gosh. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to the both of you. I want to thank you for coming on the show, and people should check out Cole Sportz and Ron Real and Grit and Grace. If you get any other shows, CJ, that I'm thinking that you had another one on Smile Time at one point, didn't you?
Yeah, I had one on Smile Time, but they fucked me. So I'm joining the hashtag fuck Smile Time revolution with Drew over here. We should get the guy that runs Smile Time on the show. An episode called Fuck Smile Time. I have had him on my show. That's what's really bad. I have had Alex Kruglov on Raw in real life. The funny thing is, that was the only show I never had a single technical difficulty.
Interesting.
Right?
I wonder why. Oh, gosh.
No, it's been an absolute pleasure. And I do want to say one thing to Scott and Anthony out there. I don't own a single gun, guys. Not one. I don't need them. Just got these right here, baby. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I would never come track you down at your house. I would never come to knocking on your door and drag you outside. I would just do it in your living room. See you later, boys.
So in Canadian speak, Scott, CJ just said, "Sun's out, guns out."
There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. Listen to the show. Start the show. Start episode 1 at 50:57. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about by the end of 58 minutes.
Oh my. See you, CJ.
See ya.